World, listen up. Chapter 3 of Hip Hop. Untold stories just took a wild turn. We were lined up to bring you Ron May, but life moves fast in the 305, and my man had to handle business at Trick Daddy's grand opening. So you know what we did? We ran with a certified legend, JT Money, and his Poison Clan brother Uzi. This ain't no filler episode, this is history in motion. OG Wildman Teddy T was in the building for most of these moments, and if you know, you know. Poison Clan and JT Money came up together, but when JT got kicked out, he didn't fold. He went solo, carved his own lane, and still kept that brotherhood alive. That's real love, real loyalty, real hip-hop. And I'm telling you right now, you gotta hear this story. Not tomorrow, not next week, now. Download the iHeartRadio app, make us your #1 preset, and lock in. I'm not gonna tell you again. This is Hip Hop Untold Stories. Chapter 3, JT Money, Uzi, Poison Clan, and the truth. Behind the grind, tap in, turn it up, and ride with us, because the culture don't wait.
What it is, everybody, we doing it well, man. It's another edition of Hip Hop Untold Story, man. And this one here is gonna be great, you know what I mean? Because we always gotta pull those jewels, man, that really get y'all interesting. Big shout out to Google Films to put this together. We got none other than the Poison Clan, JT Money and Uzi, Uptown Boys. They do. What's going on? It's fine, man. So just to let y'all know, you know, we do Hip Hop Untold Stories because I've just been around and, you know, being with you guys, being with different artists. People don't know your story. People don't even know how JT Money got struck. You know what I'm saying? They just know you just been there doing it. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, for me, hip hop is MCing, DJing, dancing, graffiti, and knowledge.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So this is what we do. You cannot say we ain't hip hop.
Right.
You're an MC, you know what I'm saying? I'm a DJ, you know what I'm saying? Like, everybody is a part of something.
No, listen to the boy.
Come on, man. He's on this. You know what I mean? You know, so that's what we on. So, you know, I just want you to come in and just give us a brief bio of, you know, how you got started, how you started rapping, and how you got with Poison.
My story funny. You know, my uncle was a DJ, so I always had music. I always heard music. And then, you know, after the whole Sugar Hill and all that, Kraftwerk, Pretty Tony and all that stuff. Listen, I think I learned before rapping, after rapping, like, I think first record I actually learned also, and another lyric was Phone Bars. Like, everyone with the lyrics and rap while rapping. Right? And then I started rapping with one right after that. And, you know, this was instrumental. You know, Miami, we played a lot of instrumental there. We just like a lot of them cast beats. Right. Then I started writing my own rhymes, but this is high school. I don't know, you know, one day, I'll tell you.
That's like something that's like 85, 86.
Yeah, 86.
That's 86, 87.
I remember that time me and Ram was in detention out of school and then people beating on the table rapping. And then my first verse, my first battle, and I bust that verse and the whole cafeteria wasn't the cafeteria.
Yes.
I was JT Money then, after that day.
So when did you two actually meet?
Junior high school, before I was turned to middle school.
Correct.
And we know each other.
We used to be known as junior high.
Right. Before
That's me in 9th grade, and then like but me and Jay knew each other from like 7th grade, man.
Right.
7th grade.
Yeah, it was my dog, right? Yeah.
And then how did you get with Madball?
As soon as he came over.
Correct.
You know, they came to Jamaica. He always messing with it. Ranking on it. Man had that big old board arrow. Hey,
Yeah. And maybe somebody told me what class.
Yeah, soccer. He was running. Yeah, playing soccer. Man was killing up on the soccer field.
Exactly.
They were like, who the drill right there?
So that was high school.
Yeah, man was high school.
10th grade. Man would do the DJ thing too.
Yeah, man was my first DJ.
Okay, so he was the first
Man was my DJ. Wow. Nigga, my first show was in Madball Basement. What was the name on boy?
JT.
breaking up.
Look at that boy garage jumping. So
I came up with my man from Funky Baskets, and he said that y'all went to school together, and it was like a New York, Miami type of little setup at the school. So kind of explain what that was like.
Wow.
Okay. They had, of course we from the South, so you know what I'm saying, we had a South thing going, but yeah. And there was some guys who representing New York.
Yeah, it was first one.
Yeah, that's why I'm gonna say we were find it. Can't remember all the little chords.
Yeah, I used to run.
And they used to run. You know what I'm saying? These are their things.
These are things that made me want to run too, because I see all of them talking all that junk that was out. They were speaking my language. Go ahead.
That's what I was saying. When Jay came, he run the lyrics from the South. You know what I'm saying? That type of vibe. So it's like,
and it kind of evened up.
That's what I was saying. Yeah, even it out. You feel me?
You know what I'm saying?
Even it out.
And so for me, it was like I was in school creating rap battles. Instead of going to school, I was at class. I would find the different rappers, and I'd find the beatboxers, and we got cash battles going on. And cats from New York would come, and they rap with songs that's already out in New York.
Because we never heard of it.
Right, but I knew because I used to get VLS tapes every week. I was getting tapes, so I knew the records they was doing. You know what I mean? So I would bring other New York rappers that was there that they would know, and then we start singing their rap lyrics as they go. And then so we got start getting rid of all of those New York rappers. You know what I'm saying? It was only just a couple few that went against the South, and it was like we would always, this because of, like you say, content. What you talk about is going to have more from the environment where you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So coming from that, now that's what brings in Jordan now.
It came from it came from East New York, it came from see the way I remember meeting them, they thought I was a New York nigga, and I'm like, no, man. I dress different,
Yes, we don't got on the flavor. Yeah, man.
I was outside with I was never Dickies and Eminem, but that was Miami time.
Right.
I only had me today, but Eminem was and I was travel fox, man,
Into deadly drugs, probably like 11th grade, high school. So they came on the scene, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
10th grade.
What you got?
10th grade.
10th grade. So into them.
Nobody made it past 10, but you was that. Nobody made it past 10, but you was
I had to leave on the beginning to do with time, man, because they was messing me up. That's a whole other story.
So what do you mean? What happened?
I go to another school.
Stop. Don't what? One that no man beats with me. I got to get away from all the boys. I tried to go too, but that's what man I flew away.
Yeah.
Me and EO went to Kansas City. Me and you went to Long
Correct. That's correct.
So at the same time what's going on, you got crack epidemic, you got all these things going on. Streets is really where people get money from, you know what I'm saying? So how did y'all, now I'm gonna ask you, how did y'all connect with Mr. Mix? How did y'all get into being able to start recording Force of Clan music?
Big Daddy, 86, son. Right? Yeah. And I don't know if it was two of them wins and the college like all those two young men now, but we been at them. We have a fun.
That's right.
We paying. But the open mic, the Gun Show.
Yeah.
And we came in first or second place every week. The only person beat us was Ruben. And they had nothing to do with an S name, them single. Yeah, Ruben was the only dude, it was either us or Ruben, man. But Mitch happened to be in there one day, and that boy just, after he saw us, he was like, oh shit, well, y'all want to make a record? I don't think they ever knew who he was, but I knew who he was.
Right.
But him and them saying, no, like, I called him my best friend, because I was still out the street, whatever I was doing, man. He was in club. Making a record. I just came in and filled them with money. Like, I think my two like one, I call that being behind now. Yeah, I'm listening out. It was all three of us.
Right.
But because them boys was good, like we would literally be on the phone spitting lyrics and be like, yeah, well, I would say this, I would change that. Right. You know what I'm saying? Mitch gave us 12 beats. We did 12 records. Quickly, but 11 came out. Like the first night we met, he said, I'm going out of town for a couple of weeks. And when I get back, we're going to get up. Showing up 2 weeks back, before it came back, and we went in.
So what was it like you guys are kids, but y'all now have the responsibility to be recording artists and the elements that came with that.
Oh, we didn't think that far. We thought it was
Sure, you know it's like
we didn't think that far. We thought we was the rawest niggas.
Right.
yeah,
Right.
we was kids, we didn't know.
For the white guy, we gonna tell them about car. We gonna see what they doing. And that's where our mindset was back then. And now,
So when Dance All Night took off, right, and the shows started coming in, what was the vibe then?
the vibe.
Like, y'all traveling.
I know we're getting this rap money now.
Right.
Not risking our freedom.
Yeah.
Yeah, but traveling, that was good, being introduced to the groupie life, you know what I'm saying? Fame and minimal fortune. Fame and fortune. But the fame was the money.
Right.
Because we can always establish something, but man, I wish I knew business back then. I was just never like, bro.
Right.
Yeah, it wasn't, and then it wasn't so much, it wasn't as saturated as it is today. So, kind of like me, I was always like, well, ain't no nigga out there like me.
Mm-hmm.
And I really believe that.
I mean, but that time it wasn't.
No.
It wasn't.
But now, a lot of more J's and they don't even know where they get it from.
That's it.
Niggas don't even know where they get it from. I gotta look at every camera around this bitch.
That's right. Yeah. That's right.
Their mama ain't taught.
So I remember, y'all doing your thing after that album there. That man, it was so many dope records on that album. Like I still play To Low Life Motherfuckers today. I play
I'm gonna say small rock. I'm gonna say that.
Oh man.
Some stuff was talking about that. Yes, sir.
I mean, there's so many dope records because the beats were solid, and then your raps was impeccable. Like, that was like, so if you really want to hear a good Southern hip hop album, classic. That's a classic. You know what I'm saying? Like every song, you rock and you ride it. You know what I'm saying? And your exchange back and forth. And what I like was them and the sound. You was like,
yes.
That was your boy. You know what I mean? That was so dope. You know what I mean?
Miami nigga, New York nigga, California producer.
Right.
Yeah.
I was a fan, man. I was in the band, but I still was a fan.
Right. Yeah, no choice. You know what I'm saying?
All their favorite rapper, like all the big dudes, that's their favorite. Like, everybody just be they poison playing fan. Who they is? They know about the music, but it's funny. And then everybody got upset when me and Dale split.
Exactly.
That's what I'm about to say. That's what I'm about to say. Because now it's like all of a sudden you hear pick it up, laughing at Chelsea because he can't touch it. So now we thinking like, now it's like a beat. Is he saying I'm laughing? It's a style thing. We want to know what's going on.
I never thought that.
You know what I'm saying?
I feel you, Teddy, but it was just everybody just, they broke on. I look gentle. I probably was doing their thing.
Right. I mean, so do you think it was
in the skin me out the group?
Because look, I feel like y'all with Devin drugs came from New York, but they had to infuse into the Southern setting. So I feel like at the same time they wanted to do some New York. They wanted to do some New York.
Right, that's what they always wanted.
You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
Because I remember they had a record that never came out, but people was paying $50 to hear it in the club.
Hey boy, what's the name?
I can't remember what it was. It was a big record. That was crazy.
Off the till the record. That was on the album. Remember that?
It was a record that never came out. So DJ was paying that. I think it was 15,000. Man, people was paying money for the DJs to play that record, bro.
Yeah.
And I was like, man, y'all got. So at this time, I kind of had Drew Broward. So I used to be at 163rd Street Mall. And y'all used to be,
exactly.
I used to kind of fit in with y'all and go, you know what I mean, in different spots.
He went to a lot of places from
it's not to fit in because I had reefer and I had a couple doctors. As long as you got mixed with a couple dollars, you can hold your own. That's all y'all need. You know what I'm saying? I got to ride with y'all, go to the hood with y'all. I forgot the dude who I used to be with too. That I was with. He was from Broward too. So I met him when he produced with Dreads.
And he's
Appleseed.
Oh,
I was small drugs though, like,
Well, he got friends now. But Appleseed.
from my neighborhood, I'm sure you know.
Right? So that's what I'm saying. I used to hook up with Appleseed, but Appleseed knew me from Brown, so that's how I got to be around them. You know what I'm saying? So
the Oculus. Yeah.
I'm a theater too. So that's why we kick it.
All right.
So when did DJ Tool and Mike Fresh come into the whole setup?
Well, when we was out on the road with Two Lark Crew, the band USA tour, you know, they took Poison Clan out. That's when Poison Clan was the baby Two Lark Crew. But we needed a DJ.
Mm-hmm.
It was either gonna be DJ Cash Williams from New York, someone that ran nigga was real fat. Then they say DJ Tool. And I was like, what Tool? I used to watch them Shiny shows.
Mm-hmm.
Then he put Tool on. I'm like, man, give me Tool. And that's ATL. You know, we always had love of that.
Right.
I'm like, give me Tool. And Tool came in that thing and just fell in. Cause, yeah, I'm talking about Tool was cold.
Nice.
Tool was cold.
A little nice. And then
I don't know if that nigga still got it.
and then Mike Fresh come in with those beats.
Yeah.
Like to make that Poison Clan
All
sound.
right. I got with Mike once me and them split.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And me and Luke agreed to keep the party going. And he was like, yeah, man, just go over there. We will hit some beats. You know what I'm saying?
Now, not to cut you, I was gonna say because Mike did come.
Couple of songs.
That right, yeah. That's what I'm saying.
This is what I'm gonna say. I feel like this JT and Debonair, the Poison Clan. That first album is JT and Debonair.
Yes, sir.
Now everything else is the Poison Clan. That's how I want it.
Okay, sure.
Because y'all had that to share that same space with that same the style. When you went to Poison Clan, it was all South.
Yes, it was. Yeah.
All South. So this became the really Poison mentality.
Right.
This, now we got this Poison mentality that we that we rocking with. You know what I'm saying? And it's like more of your album cuts is like my favorite song.
Right.
The singles is popping, but the album cuts, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, Inside Edition and Groove with the Poison Clan, all those records are so hard. You know what I'm saying? And then when you did, forget it, Shine Me Up was like, it's not fair. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So Shake What Your Mama Gave You. How did Shake What I never considered you a Miami-based artist, but Shake What Your Mama Gave You was such a big record that you was known for that it kind of put you in that box of me.
Listen, when I did that record, Luke was like, oh, that's it. He was like, stop it.
No more.
But I wrote, yeah, man, this cat devastated.
Shout out to Jesus, my nigga, Status.
He came down, he was around.
Right.
And I guess he was trying to sell Luke some beats. And I guess Luke, I ain't picked nothing yet or whatever, because Luke only wanted the I Wanna Rock. That's right, Luke got the I Wanna Rock.
I remember some kids, he had that with some kids that danced at the
Yeah, them boys. Them boys in dance all night. If you look at by the center, man gave me a cassette tape with 2 records on it, 2 beats. I chose one, and I'm ready. I wrote the song to the other beat, and he's like, oh no, you can't get that, that's for Luke. And I'm like, nigga, why you pick me? Why you put it on the team? I said, well, just give me the other one, because it was really just about, nigga, all right, I'm so hard though, I just give you some money.
Right.
You just get some money, because if I take the beat, you go to Luke and get you a check.
Right.
I'm just really a fighter, but now I wrote the verse, spit the verse, what's up? I said, ain't got no, yeah, man, this about shaking some mama gay. He said, okay, got it. That boy ran in the booth and just shouted. That wasn't on him, boy. It was.
It wasn't what I said.
Because I was trying to do it, but I didn't want it to be so Lucas. That's why people think that they have some Jake somebody and Lucas. Right? That's how we devastated doing the production.
Well,
but I guess call and response was so my hand. They say it wasn't on the
yeah.
I was gonna do something. But I'm gonna say, but I call it intervention. I say, I say, no, this record go like this.
Right.
Yeah.
And then, it's Bulletproof does his Miami bass mix every 7:30.
I hear it. I mean,
And so dope. Every 7:30 to 8, he does strict Miami bass, and he played it yesterday, and it sounded so good. You know what I'm saying? And it was crazy. So I got I moved to Atlanta in 92, 93, right after Hurricane Andrew. And I met G-Boom up there at that time, right? And I was like working for record labels, and I had a relationship with Demetrius. Demetrius had the Luke Wave. Right. So at that time, 92, 93, Luke was God, and JT was Jesus. And I always use that as my element to say that, because literally that's how big y'all was. And I remember 93 Freaknik. It was Wu-Tang and Biggie that was in the underground. Snoop and them was at the in the AU Center, and y'all was at Piedmont Park. And that's everybody else was stuck in between. If you wasn't there, you was stuck because the police went on strike. That time period, there was no police doing anything, so it was just everybody was. Remember, that's when we was all downtown. The highways was all crazy up.
That's right.
Couldn't go nowhere. You know what I'm saying? But like y'all had that whole thousands and thousands of people. You know what I'm saying? And anywhere you went, when we said we was Miami, they was like, "Oh man, JT," and it just gave you so much, because with the Miami boys, you know what I'm saying? All that element, you know what I mean? And when you would come up there and do shows, like, forget about it, it's sold out.
Like all the time. I just don't say it.
And it makes sense. I'm like the first big show. I was word for word. Like, well, we just doing our thing, But when you able to do all that good for, and them niggas never said,
yeah, I don't feel that. What is it? Something that ain't on the radio when you hear them, like what you're saying, the word for word.
I'm like, oh shit.
Yeah. So at that point, y'all really hitting Boys and Men Tyler 1 and 2. So out there, like, are you thinking to yourself, I can evolve as an artist, you know what I mean? Or like, where are you at that point? As far as 92, 93, 94, where's your mindset at?
There you go. Motherfucking man. Shit, all I can do is make another record. Like, see, that's the feeling. Think about everybody else calling rap. Like, ain't nothing solidified on this stone started, because it's always a nigga coming. Right. Like, that little baby coming for you, another one, it's always a nigga coming. And then, nigga get comfortable. But I mean, your money is your money, your game is your game, your voice is your voice. But you still gotta make quality brother. You gotta make, cause I tell artists, like, it's so easy to get caught up in yourself, because you think of me, you know what I'm saying? And even with the music, right? Everybody want to take credit for it when they do good. But when it falls, it's like, oh, that's what this is. Like, right. But, nigga, that shit only hit because I did this. And I took the record over here, and that's what blew y'all up. Not how the work you did on the part of itself. I mean, that's just another aspect of the game, though.
So now you made some records, you realizing that you're the shit. And
in my head, though, I really are.
Right. So now, but it's like, I don't see you a lot. Now it's Rough Town Mob. Now it's other things, and you know,
I think that's what I went down to the
A.
Yeah.
Right.
I was making this boy go close. I just do it.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm saying.
That's what never fall from me. I was asking because that's what I felt like. Just same like you're saying, he became this, and y'all had y'all think, because you guys had a record that was crazy in Houston.
I was the last boy in the clan member.
You was. I never seen it. And yes, that is true. Really, because they stood at grass. I give him that right there.
Because they were Rough Town Mob. They was always like the way he kept the name, kept the brand.
He kept the brand.
Because like I told her, it was 90. It was like 95.
He ain't really stopped much, you know what I'm saying? He's doing the EDR and all that.
But that was like 97, 98.
Okay.
But like 95, this is what I'm saying. I was talking with my man Black. Ron May hooked me up with Black. So we all had went to the VRE in Charlotte. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
And then that's when Peter Thomas did this event. And it's like Jay performed, y'all wasn't with him. And it was like, he was just kind of like going through the motions. I was like, damn. You know what I'm saying? I was like, it was like in between.
I didn't have my family with me. I was singer.
Right. And it's like at that point, everybody was kind of like, man, we don't want to do booty music. Booty niggas think we soft because we doing booty. And it was like, oh, they try to, you know what I mean? They're trained. That was like what we were doing, you know what I'm saying? So now, Luke Reckless is like making shit over money.
He's like the thugs.
You know what I'm saying? And all I heard was, hey man, boy, JT ran up on Luke office and took his masters. I was like, ooh, ooh.
Okay, well, I'll let Jacob say that. Tell him that.
You picture, and that's before the zoo was allowed. Right, but I see what it was. My contract was over in '93. You know, I didn't really have my bid. So one time that was the last record that I hold up. So when we come back, you know, he want to negotiate. So I don't know nothing. I said, man, give me $1 million, man. That nigga say, well, damn. You know, I think he had, well, what might be 150 and then we do this over here or something, or $75 or something right now. Nigga gave me half of the money, and they'll say on this deal, I'm gonna give you the rest of it, and they give it to me. And then I say, well, I'm just gonna get down. But I was calling, I think they might have stopped answering the calls. You know what I'm calling for, but after that.
But that was just a big move. You know, for artists.
We were
you know what I'm saying? And then you did it right before Lil Joe.
See, that's why we say
that was that same your catalog. That same yours. So like all those records you still do yours.
Right.
So anybody want to use any of those records, they gotta come see you. And that was so beautiful. And people gotta understand that. Like, so because you took the stand to go get those records, you saved your catalog. And then Lil Joe came and got Luke's catalog.
They was sitting up in the office in the corner, right by the door. And then, you know, he's had to get buzzed in or whatever. That was later. I think one of
I'm sorry, just tell you.
boy, yeah, we talked to him. He went up the stairs now. And we just walked up. Well, it's about 4 or 5 on the floor. And everybody looking around. But you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right.
Like, well, it was like, who was gonna stop? Like, you gotta put to these young dudes at that time.
Just wait about to get the shit. I was ready.
Luke was saying that too before. He was like, we're gonna kill one of them people. Yeah, Mike Hunter talking all the time. You know what I'm saying? And then niggas don't know this though. At the time, I swear I know the nigga room for Luke, man. But then like the streets was mad at them. Everybody felt like we owe him some money. Everybody got man, Jay, you should. But at the time, I was feeling like I ain't want to see another black man going down. Like, if I can help you, if I can throw you a life where I'm gonna throw it to you, just remember if I have to need you, nigga, be there. Fuck with me, man. You know what I'm saying? And that's before, that's how we even got to that point. But it was like, damn, I'm throwing a nigga and I gave a nigga the shit and he ain't giving me what
Still moving on now.
Don't think about it. All y'all was going through the same thing at the same time.
Right.
He took it.
And that's another thing, too. I tell you, y'all gotta remember. Luke was a young nigga himself. He probably been barely 30. He might not been 30. He might be 29. He might be there. He's still a young nigga. Right. Now I tell you, I'm like,
millions.
Man, niggas think I put a man out of mercy. My thing is, like, I want to do for the show for the world. It was me that I ain't take my money and do nothing else. You know what I'm saying? I ain't investing. But Luke's never taught that shit. Well, no, that's what I knew. Yeah, man, you give me some money, I'm about to cop on some feet on and we're going to get the moles tonight. And that's what I can't afford. And that's what I could be rap niggas doing to him today. Because you got to think, before we came out with the fashion and the gear, because, you know, we was traveling. So we saw all the gear. And we came back home and shit before shit got on. And it's us. But now it's the thing, but what they don't know is the dope boy started that. Right. It was the dope boy. The rappers wanted to be like the dope boys. And now you look at the game, all the dope boys rappers. That's crazy, man.
Crazy. You know what I'm saying? So, back in the days, I always wanted to ask you, because I know your name is JT from your real name, but Jack and Torres.
Yeah, Jack Torres, bro.
You know what I'm saying? And everybody always remember the favorite with the map on the dash.
I read the text on the production.
And this was at a time when tourists, Jackie was like, it became a federal offense. It's like everything. And then it's like JT, Jackie Tourist.
We the reason car doors locked now. Cause you gotta think, whenever anything cars, we the reason rental car companies gonna use white tag or seat tag.
There you go.
It's in the plan.
Right.
You know, we the reason they get in the car, you can't get the lock the doors locked. Because them shits be standing up and we still be like this getting in the car. They don't know, they look, oh, in Miami, we lock the door. Yeah, they look when you go that way. They don't know we look like that. I can think about the first time I went out. I'm like, damn, this nigga just jumped out my car, went to the people's car, opened their door, took their shit. So I'm like, here I go. After that, I was shit. Nigga, I could do that. No gun, no nothing.
So strong. I mean, that's definitely what this is about.
Little kids don't follow these folks.
You know, they was young, they know, you know better than that.
Right.
That's right.
So now, how did you get to Dallas, Austin, and be able to start the new chapter for JT Money?
My dude Tony was saying, he was doing all the bass music back then. He was a Poison Clan JT Money fan. And we was coming, I think we was coming from North Carolina. I remember every time we come on the road, we'd stop in Atlanta. You know that, right? Yeah. Come from South Carolina. And we all the way there, we stop in Atlanta. Right. Hanging out, I'm sitting at 5 now.
That's what it was.
That's great. They ran out and was like, man, you put that on your bill, man. And he not gonna remember these words like, I said, no, I don't fall that whole chip on no rap shit, man. Cause again, he was one of them niggas at the mentality,
I think at the time you probably had Deuce.
Yeah, Deuce. Nuts up down there, nuts up down Baby Daddy and all that shit, we got all that out.
Right.
So we know he could put records when it needed to be a movie. But like I said, yeah, man, do a record all year, put some real money in the body, man. Get your real budget. So I ain't never had that, no real budget for the marketing promotion.
Right.
I never had that, And we did. He signed me to my face. Fucked around and caught another case, and they dropped me. So he didn't tell me time. I was like, yeah, man, your deal, better. They gave me some money though, but they were like, boom, that. So then we did another deal, but that's how I moved over to Dallas, because I came up to the A, and I just started working with Trick and Shakespeare. I just went to their studio every day, just working. And when we made that Who That. Yeah, it's crazy.
I remember, I hadn't seen you in a while. We was at what was called the Gavin College in New Orleans. And he was like, oh boy, and he said, boy, you gotta get this new record I got, boy. This is my new Mid Soleil. And I was like, damn, okay. And that record came on, I was like, damn. That shit just came out. So that record, you had got #1 record of the year, the year, Billboard, all of that, like accolades. So how did that feel as far as you just had a hell of a career as Poison Clan, but now we get the accolades of sales. How did that feel as an artist, as a company?
It felt good, but remember, I was still floating on anger. If you listen to the beginning of Who That record, that nigga say about time. Because I felt like I ain't never had the push of the mind, And then right after that, you still make records, and then if you ain't got that machine, it appears that you fell off. Because people went back into the money. I ain't got the push button to connect.
Right.
But the fans don't understand that part of that. They just like, nigga, whatever get in front of me is what I see. What they want to look for. Unless they really on that level.
But that album, you had crazy hits.
Yeah.
But they didn't work all of them though.
No.
It was album cuts, but just,
and that's when we got upset too after that. Because see, really, Who That was supposed to be followed by something like Pimp.
Right.
And I think that would have made it bigger because the two different records, and then, but some smart guy had priority, like they was on this punk shit. They think, oh yeah, but it's gonna be. So they wanted to go, all right, well, man, yeah, shout out, man, yeah, on the number. But I'm like, not second.
Labels always fuck up.
Yeah, they'll go.
Always fuck up. It's a second single.
Who that was only supposed to go, we was only supposed to sell 250, and they said, nah, Jim, we almost there, let's just go. Then they kept selling. This one I got upset. I'm like, no, nigga, y'all killing my album.
Right.
So that single, and then get it on the album. Right. So the album took years to go. You know what I'm saying?
But I mean, but it played. I mean, something about pimping.
Yeah,
You had so many records on
but
there.
imagine we had them playing for
Coming back with the videos and push like that. You would have been platinum. You would have been double platinum. I mean, that's to me by yourself. But I'm gonna say that by yourself, that album was in comparison to a Snoop Dogg, Doggy Style.
Right.
With the type of song. See, for me, when y'all did one of my favorite Poison Clan songs is Whole Stories. I play Whole Stories twice a week because you got to. You know what I'm saying? And then you got Action.
Come on, man.
Action.
The original gangster music.
Yes. And look, I ain't gonna front. When James was doing shows back then, he would do no Poison Clan business. I would be mad. I would be so mad, bro.
You know, like, take you slow, man.
Very good.
Yeah.
Just give me something, man. Give me something. Like, I know you got this new guy. You doing it. I understand. You know, but what about old Jay Miami? What about the Poison? You know what I mean? Let's be like,
Boy, I don't know. That's I still go back. Man, we want that old Jay. I'm like, listen, like me, I am involved. I'm a grown ass man, but the records is recorded. They there, but you gotta go listen to that shit. You're not finna get in here and do that.
that's what you're in right now. You need something new, go back. You can hear the nice music, listen to the album cuts.
Right, but what I'm saying is, like, I'm always thinking of the next thing. I ain't stuck on nothing. You know what I'm saying? And I guess that's my problem. Cause you know, they say if you ain't wrote no French, and some shit.
Yeah.
But now you're trying to make music. Now you're doing new stuff right now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You can't mind moving. But you just don't perform the old stuff as much. You just do it every once in a while. Or if it's a clean show.
Right, I'm trying to do though. Listen, we gotta get 2 and 3 different money.
Right. So that's how it should be.
You can book the whole squad.
And then, I mean, it makes sense to do it like
You
that.
can book on the team.
Right.
Right, you can book a squad.
Yeah.
And get a real stadium.
So y'all breaking it down like that now? Y'all got that set up like that? That's what it is right now. So everybody got to understand right now, you can book Poison Clan.
Yeah.
I know. Okay, if you would have booked the Poison Clan, it comes with the Roughtime Mob and Home Team.
Yeah, man, JT Money.
And JT Money. You know, because JT Money have records outside of himself. That's not right. So that's the whole setup right there. You know what I'm saying?
Like, Roughtime One got something tonight. We're going down and rock out, move man, who's it?
Where y'all at?
They're gonna sign some.
Down the front, please, I'm in the face.
Yeah. So Roughtime Mob is still rocking.
Still rocking.
You
know the stress. He takes the support when the class. Yeah, because the bass is coming deep. Yeah. Hey, we did that. Me and Barry did that in a long time for the show. You know, when we do PC, we come
Right. I mean,
it's a long time. You know.
So, recently, I think like 2 years, we all met at the Rock Hill show.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's right, Ted. That's right.
And Faith and Lil C's was there.
That's right,
You know what I'm
Faith.
saying? And Lil C's was like, Faith. She said, nigga, I know daddy else. They need money, nigga. You know what I'm saying? But
I was surprised to meet her.
exactly. You know what I'm saying? I was like, come on, we might want to kick on. I want this was fiction. This is currency. You know what I'm saying?
Nobody loved that.
Right. You know what I'm saying? And then Lord Jamal came over and Wednesday Grand Poopa came. You know what I'm saying? So to me, that was a blessing that I could help bring that together for y'all, because y'all was hip hop. And like, we was hip hop fans, we was there for hip hop.
Right, we was
there for hip hop. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, that's dope that this is going on right now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then for Shalom to bring you to the museum,
Right.
give you your fucking
Yes. Interviewer, man. Peace to it.
man. And then your rock with Slick Rick. What was that like? Poison Cleanse. I was like, I cried.
Hey.
That was dope.
Loved it, man. And the whole clan was there, you know what I'm saying?
Everybody.
Shopping. Like I say, Slick Rick, the ruler, we got to do something with the ruler, but it was all good.
It was
But now my funny brother, I'm with, like, this could be the reset. damn, this nigga got on green.
You think like the booze? Yeah. That's the last thing you look at. You know,
like, only I can do this. Right. I don't think I was can't pull this off. Only you can do this. But, you know, it was cool. I ran out, but still.
I'm seeing this.
Not only green, not do green, not I'm great with green.
Green.
Now, I was going to ask you when Trick came into the scene. I was your vibe with Trick because y'all made a couple records, but y'all ain't never really made no records. Like,
Right.
Hey, I like that smoke when they were saying, you know what I'm saying? Smoke on the
that was good because I took that. I was like, okay, y'all gave us this one.
Right.
It wasn't getting pimped. You know, I did 2 songs on it for see, but what people don't know again, it was just me against the world, really. Point where I mean. So when Trick came, I felt like it got some help now. Because man was still, you know, I was still fighting the fight for it. There's no weed out of my deal.
What about Bird? What was Bird about?
Verb, he was around in the 2 cool, but I don't think Verb really jailed with us as much.
You know, even with Scar, with that Trick took off some more. You know what I'm saying?
kind of just, too loud, doing this thing like this. So,
Yeah, let's see, all right. Again, he got rappers and rappers. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think Trick was representing us how they said Trick was Miami and Tupac. You know, the Tupac and JT Money mix.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And yeah, but when I even when I met Drake, you know what I'm saying? It was the first feature. It only happened because he pulled up on it one night at the left, jumped down and I'm like, I'm like, man, you know, trying to get you on the book, man, boy. But you know, it goes, I was working with Ted at the time. Like, Ted couldn't call me, but I knew Ted's in school.
Right.
But when Hop went over there to work, he was like, hey, man, they want to do a rap with you. And I'm like, whatever. I don't know, but I'm talking about the very next day, I ran into him. So it ain't like I was just really holding out.
Right.
I was thinking, what was we talking about? Anyway, I ain't doing them niggas. Never pulled up on me, you know what I'm saying? And I like to tell this part, you know, skinny ball head, you know. Not skinny man, it was skinny man. But it was going through when that boy came to girl crib in that great shit. We were down, and we rolled down, you know, it was cute. And then, you know, just made them niggas. But that's when he became my nigga, you know? Okay, boy, let me got right there.
Right.
Let me got right, yeah.
Now,
I ain't gonna say he told me that was his favorite rapper, me and Tupac. I ain't gonna say that.
yeah, you hadn't said it because you have to.
No, he said that before.
I know, but you have to, you know, because that's we would know that, but for you to say that you said it.
But it was his name of love, like, man, I got fuck with you, though.
Right.
I'm doing them. And you know, that boy is spit. Hey, okay, how about this one? Remember I was moving on the ego, thinking on the man, and I was like, yeah, man, I think when I brought him out to Atlanta for my release party, I got him on the dollar, and I was like, yeah, man, you talking about, yeah, niggas in the crib. I said, yeah, man, people acting like they all like me or something. He's like, yeah, come on, like, Jay. I never supposed to think that. And then I'm like, I guess you right. The bigger put that all him and said, say, what you should do? Take that and spray it like, come on, Jay. The nigga supposed to do that. I'm like, but not me. You think I'm on there. Why is this subject? Well, you know,
it's not me.
But you know what? I'm not going. I'm not playing like I feel like that. You're my fool. I love Trick. I love Trick. Like, but I grew up with you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And it's like, like I said, you taught us how to deal with girls. Like, I'm not married to this day because. You see what I'm saying? But it's not. But it's a good thing. It's because you look at all the people that have experienced the things that you're talking about, and they didn't listen. They didn't listen. So you told us, and we're like, hey, it makes sense. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, man, the legacy of you moving and doing still what you're doing today, putting out the Southern Soul records, putting out punk stuff, is this moving and grooving. The one thing that I had a problem with, though, and I just want to say this: when you did the record with Ross and Trick, the new record,
Remember when Rushmore?
I was mad because Ross should have bankrolled that record for you.
Right. Listen,
I'm gonna say
see,
he's supposed to bankroll that record for you.
Right. Good.
I mean, why? I always why not, bro? Why not do that for the crib? Me and Disco Rick, we said it together.
Right.
You know, me and Rick always have conversations about what we feel should be. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I felt, and I was saying to the camera, Ross, you were supposed to bankroll. Why wait 6 months later to come back and shoot the video? All that shit should have been done. Boom, boom, boom. Out. It's a tax write-off for you. $1 million you could have spent and made money back. It would have made because it would have had a bigger set.
And it would have put in all this
That's what you know, had an album, not just an album.
Right.
You know what I mean? So,
but I ain't gonna say that about girl, but
no, we know
all these artists, like they want out you, you know, see. But when I see bro, he out there saying, "Cool, man, let's just do some more shit." Unless he just talking this shit, but
just do it and let the talk about it. You got send you want to come up, send the plane before you go up there and record it. That we already recorded.
Yeah, but I'm the nigga who will get there. Listen, you ain't got to spend no money on me. I come on and be where I need to feed it what I need to do.
Right.
I just need these niggas committed to doing it.
That's it.
You know, like for instance, like when we heard that song, they're like, when y'all gonna do the album? I said, shit, it took me 10 years to get this single. I said, when y'all going their ways,
Now, real talk.
Rush, you need to put together the crib album. You JT and Trick and Free. You JT and Trick. You know, Bob Greasy can get on it. Certain people put Kodak on it.
And that's how we do it. You just got the exclusive Chapter 3 of Hip Hop Untold Stories with JT Money and Uzi from Poison Clan. History, raw and uncut, straight from the source. We're still pushing to bring you Ron May real soon, but you never know Pretty Tony might just slide through and flip the whole script. That's why you gotta stay locked in. Don't just listen once, run it back, share it, tell your people. Keep us at #1 on iHeartRadio. Make us your preset, your go-to, your daily fix. This is the culture, this is the truth, this is Hip Hop Untold Stories. We're not done, we're just getting started.